Hello and welcome to another episode of Growing in Grace with Brooke. I am Brooke Magdal, your host, and I am so happy you're joining me today on 7 mindset shifts that I believe will change your life. And before we get into it, I just want to show everyone my socks. Because look, are we joking? Can you see them? They're penguins. They're in the rain. They're so cute. And okay, I had this thought literally 2 minutes ago, but why do I spend so much money on plain white and black socks? Like, that's so boring. And they're more money than these. I think these were $2. Guys, please go to Target. I'm going to stock up on Target. I think I'm going to go tomorrow because we don't have Target in Canada. And I think I need more of these. So stay tuned for when I get more. Anyway, today's topic. Before I say the 7 mindset shifts, I just want to give all the credit to my parents because all of this knowledge I've gained has been from them, and I just want to say how grateful and how much I love you guys because I know they're watching. But they have really just installed such an amazing mindset, I think, in my life, and there has been so much advice that also maybe in the moment I didn't want to hear, maybe I didn't take it, but I really believe that every day I try to ask for their advice because I know how much knowledge they have and I know how amazing they are as humans, that it's a beautiful thing that I'm able to now share it with others. And that's what I want to do. I want to be able to share knowledge that I've gained through my parents, because maybe some people didn't grow up with people around them that were able to give good advice that maybe will help them throughout their life. So I'm so happy that you are trusting me and listening to my advice, because I think everyone has a different mindset on everything, and I think that is such a beautiful thing that us humans are all so different. So I think hearing advice from other people has also just helped me grow so much. I love to hear other people's opinions. I love when people don't always agree with me because sometimes I'm wrong, a lot of the time I'm wrong, and sometimes they put such an amazing perspective that actually just shifts my mind so much. So with that being said, I'm just gonna go right into it. I wrote out probably 20 the other day in journaling, and I was like, I'm going to make a podcast about this. But I chose my top 7 because I think I'll be talking for hours if I do all of the ones I said. So, number 1, this is your life. And this is something I think I'm just now realizing, because going into college from high school, I think high school, everyone has to do the same things. Everyone goes to the same place for lots of hours per day, and then they go to sports and do whatever. But it's very much, we are all kind of in the same line. And I think after high school, everyone has an idea you need to go to a university, you need to get a degree and do this. That is the ideal thing someone will do. And yes, I did go away for school, but I think there's a lot of steps coming out of the high school stage and also into adulthood, is knowing that this is your life. And yes, your parents are going to want you to go to a certain place. Your parents are going to want you to pursue a certain major and end up in a certain job. But it is so important to realize this is your life. You have the ability to do whatever you believe in. And this is something that my mom really taught me at such a young age, is to just go for what you're passionate about, because you have no idea where that might take you. It can be something so easy. If you love to do art, do art. There are so many things around you, you go to art shows, you could do this. You never know, that might make a career out of it. Why would you want to do a career that you're not super passionate about? And maybe that might mean you don't want to go to school. Maybe school is not your forte, what you love. Go for the thing you're passionate for. It's your life. You have every single right and decision to make your own, rather than just focusing on what everyone around you is doing. Because I promise you, no matter what you do, people are going to judge you. Anywhere you are, even if you are in university, people are going to judge you. People are going to look at you and be like, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing this? Because that's just how humans are. And that's why it's so important to stay in your own mind, stay in your own path, because people are going to try to come in and you don't want that to affect you. So that is number 1. And also, I want to read a Bible verse that I feel connected so perfectly to the first one, which is in 1 Corinthians, or chapter 16, verse 9. Because a great door for effective work has opened for me, and there are many who oppose me. And I think this just tied so perfectly in because there's going to be so many people that are going to look at you no matter what you go in. They're going to be like, what is this girl doing? Does she really think that this is going to do anything for her? This is embarrassing. What is embarrassing? Nothing is embarrassing unless you make it. And I truly believe that. And listen, I get embarrassed a lot, but I just want to say there's going to be people around you that are going to be wishing on your downfall. Stay on your own path. This is your life. This is your life. You have all the ability to do and to become whoever you want to become. Number 2, you can't hate yourself into becoming better. The example I want to use is, let's say you are hating your body. You are looking in the mirror, you're not liking what you're seeing, you are being unkind to yourself, you're saying unkind things, you're telling yourself no one will ever love you, you don't love yourself, and you're saying once I'm skinny, I'll be happy. You can't hate yourself into becoming better. You think going to the gym, being angry and hating yourself is going to make you feel better, or looking at yourself like, okay, I'm going to the gym to become skinny. You have to go into the gym thinking, I'm excited to be able to move my body and feel good after because I know I'll feel good after. I'm excited to work out because my body's a temple of my spirit and of who I am, and I want to treat her well. It's just a mindset shift that will actually keep you consistent in the gym. Or this literally is anything else in life, you know? And it will keep you consistent, it will keep you on the right path because you are looking at the good in it. You're not looking at it as a way to attack yourself to become better. Once you end up achieving that goal you were originally going for, you're still gonna hate yourself because you hated yourself throughout the whole process. You have to love yourself throughout the whole process to be able to be proud of yourself in the end and know that you were happy even as you were day one, but now you were just, I don't know, you ended up becoming your goal. And that's such a beautiful thing, but it's just a mindset shift. Number 3, what's meant for you will always find its way to you. I truly, truly, truly believe you can never miss a blessing. And there is some times in your life where maybe you'll be off track onto who you want to become, but I truly believe that God will guide you in the direction of where you're meant to be. Or if you don't believe in God, I believe that you will be guided no matter how far off path you are. Because I think there's been so many times where someone will say, like, there was a guy in their life and they kept on like knocking at the door to like see them, not like actually knocking, but like, you know, kept on reaching out, and they just like are not seeing what's right in front of them. They're kind of ignoring it, they're getting consumed over other things, and over time they like randomly something switches and they're like, wait, that's literally my husband. I feel like I've heard that so many times. I don't know, maybe on TikTok, but I truly believe that you can never miss a blessing. It's always going to come back to you. That person is always going to come back. That opportunity is going to come in your way, and there's going to be no way that you're going to be able to ignore it or get out of it because it's meant for you. And also believing in that is such a crazy and like cool thing because you're just living every day and you're like, man, I can't even be mad when something happens that maybe wasn't ideal, or maybe a person leaves your life and you're like, that sucks, I really like them. But knowing that everything is like, knowing that what is meant for you is going to come to you, it's such a peaceful feeling, and just knowing that is such a beautiful thing that I really, really believe that everyone is going to get what they're meant to, even if it's not what they originally thought. Number 4, you don't need to have it all figured out. And I think this is a really hard thing to wrap your head around because as humans, we like to have things planned out. Okay, when I'm 20, I want to do this, and once I'm 25, I want to be married, 26, I want to have a kid, 28, I want to get a house. Like, you know, it's just kind of like the way that humans like to plan out things. But there is some points in your life that you're not going to know what's next. And it's okay. That is such a beautiful thing also to know that, because imagine you knew everything that was going to happen in your life. Imagine you knew exactly who you were going to marry, where you were going to live, how many kids you were going to have, what pets you had. Life would be boring because you already know. Like, I want to figure that out. I want to look in 5 years, look back at my moment right now and be so like amazed by what has happened in the past 5 years. I don't want to look back and be like, oh, well, I already knew I was going to get here. There's the little points in your life every single day, the little hard times, the good times that are actually leading you to where you're meant to be. And like, isn't that cool to know that you're in the unknown a little bit? You have no idea where you're going to end up living. I think that's such a cool thing to realize. I'm like, when people ask me like, oh, where do you want to live in the future? Oh, like where, like what job do you want to do? And I'm like, well, I know my interests, I know what I like, but I have no idea. And I'm kind of excited to see where I end up, because you have no idea the opportunity that's going to come your way that is just going to guide you to where you're meant to be. And you would have had no idea 5 years ago, or like however long that you were going to actually end up there. So I think that's a really cool perspective switch. Number 5 is what you consume is what you become. This is something I want to make a whole episode on, because it's so true. What you consume, this is food, music, people, activities. That is what you become. I don't know if you guys know like the TikTok, when you hang out with someone so much you start looking like each other. If you listen to this rap music that is talking all about these sinful things, or just swearing, you're gonna end up swearing. It's just like how the body is. When you are around something, you automatically become them. You are who you surround yourself with. And when it comes to food, it's not limiting yourself to treats and desserts. It's more so just knowing that your body is a temple. Your body is important. You have to like care for her. It's just like when you like are washing your face all nice, like you're taking care of yourself. That is exactly what you're consuming. And the people around you are going to just like rub off their energy onto you. So it's important to really recognize what are you consuming that is making you become the way you are. Because I think everyone can reflect on how they are in the very moment. Maybe they're struggling with going out and they're drinking too much. Recognize and really like reflect, okay, what around you is making you fall into that sinful behavior? What is making you feel like this? Because I promise you, you'll recognize it pretty fast. Okay, maybe it's the people around me that are influencing me to do this. And sometimes that's a hard truth to know and to kind of try to get out of. But it's such a good perspective shift to just, be more aware when you are doing everything in life, when you're watching things, when you are listening to things. It really shapes you who you are. And sometimes we don't really know it until later in life. And you're like, well, I guess I did watch a lot of this, so that's probably why I'm more aggressive. Like just stuff like that, I guess. Number 6, actions speak louder than words. And like what this means to me is you can say anything you want. And listen, I am look at behind me. I have all of these letters from people that wrote to me, and I love that stuff so much. Like that's my favorite thing ever to receive. So words are everything to me, but words can also be thrown around no matter what. People can say anything and maybe not mean it. And I know there's been times where maybe I said something, didn't fully mean it. And listen, I'm human. I can't say that everything I've said has been perfect and stuff like that. But your actions really, really speak how much you care about something, how much you care about someone. Your actions really speak how much you care about someone, what goes through your head, the type of person you are. Because if you look at your best friends around you that have done so much for you, maybe sometimes they didn't say the nicest things, but the actions are what really speak to you of who they are as a friend. And I think a better example is your parents. I think sometimes parents, they do so much for their kids. Like I think every parent does so much, and sometimes they're tired. I would be tired too. Listen, when I'm a mom, I'm gonna be tired, and maybe I'm gonna say things that I don't mean, and you're gonna kind of crash out a little bit. But what do they actually do for you? They cook for you, they clean, they care for you, they're there for you when you're sick, they take you places, they drive you, they do this. All of those things, that's actions that speak louder than their words, maybe. And I think everyone has different love languages, but overall, really seeing how they interact with people, how they are interacting with you, speaks a lot more than what they say to you. And I think that's a great mindset shift to just continue relationships, continue growing with certain people. And number 7, which is the last one, you can't pour from an empty cup. I'm really happy to be ending off this one because this is something that I'm so passionate about. And what this means to me is you can't give out energy if you don't have energy inside yourself. If you are in a relationship and you don't fully love yourself, how do you think you can love someone else? Yes, you'll have love for them, but at some point you're going to break because you constantly need that reassurance. You constantly need someone to let you know that you are lovable because you're not full yourself. Your cup, to me, is your body. Are you full? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you doing what makes you feel good? And that can literally be taking a shower make you feel good. Journaling for me, meditation for my mom, just taking a walk, like those little things. Everyone has their own thing that fills their cup, that makes them feel good as a person, makes them feel good to be able to give out love to others and still be full themselves. And I think that is such an important thing to take in your life, and just to be more full and be able to enjoy every moment in life because you love yourself. So everything around you is just going to be adding more to that because your cup is already full. So I think, just to close out the episode, do something today that fills up your cup. Do something that gives you peace, that gets you excited, that is with yourself. Do something like with yourself, like have some fun with yourself. I love hanging with myself, and sometimes I forget to. Actually, no, I don't. That's a lie. I take a lot of time for myself, but maybe like in situations where I'm with people all the time, like at a meet or something, I'm with them all day and I forget, okay, Brooke, you need to take a little bit of time for yourself because you're getting drained and you're putting your own problems onto other people, which is not right. So do something for yourself. After this, I think I'm going to listen to music and journal because I have a lot in my mind, and I know that's going to fill my cup and that's going to make me feel ready to interact with others. So shout out to my parents again. Love you guys so much. These things were taught from them, and I just want to spread it to other people. And I'm definitely going to make another episode with more advice, and let me know if any of these topics you want me to give a more in-depth podcast about. I would love to do that. So anyway, I hope everyone has a blessed day, and Jesus loves you so much. You are all so worthy of a beautiful life. Bye.